When you come to a point you need to rethread, here is what I think is the best practice. On the back, pick up 2 or 3 threads with your needle, like this. Then pull the thread through, making this loop here. Push the needle through the loop and pull it tight. You want to do this twice to secure. You're essentially making a square knot. You want to pull the needle through twice, make 2 loops through, pull it through twice to secure the thread. And then you're going to take the needle, and where your little knots are, you want to push the needle through underneath the satin stitch, but above the felt. Push it through about, a couple millimeters, 1/4 of an inch or so. Mine's a little longer there, but that's fine. And then pull through carefully so your tail doesn't knot. And then you want to get your scissors and then pull your tails tight so that it buckles a little bit, and then snip your ends. And because it's buckled a little bit and you've pulled it tight, when you snip the ends, the fabric is going to reach back out, laying down flat again, and it's going to pull where you clipped, the tails of where you clipped back underneath the satin stitch. So in my opinion, that is the best way to tie a knot off if you need to rethread. Now, when you come to a point on the crown, it's kind of hard to get around the top of a point like that, especially with lame, because lame is really fiddly. What I recommend you do is stitch all the way to the top, turn the piece around, and then stitch all the way from the bottom point back down towards the bottom of the crown. So if we considered it in drawing form, here's what it would look like. You're going to stitch your satin stitching all the way up, and when you get up to the point of the crown, keep going as best you can like this. So you're stitching all the way up like this, and then you're turning it around, and you're starting here, and you're going to stitch this way back down. And when you're done, you should have something that looks like this. Lastly, I want to mention that, again, I said that lame can be fiddly, so you're bound to having some fraying issues. If you don't like that, turn the piece over and very, very carefully trim stray lame threads if you find them bothersome. And if you don't, then, just enjoy the idiosyncratic nature of handmade things. Also, if you want a more pronounced satin stitch, after you're done with your initial go through, you can, go take your needle, rethread it, and then go back through your stitch work and fill in these little gaps where you can see the lame underneath your satin stitch, if that's important to you. Again, if not, enjoy the idiosyncratic nature of handmade things.